Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Frankie.
And it's your boy Mike. Welcome to the Soul by Soul YouTube channel. Today we have our first installment of a brand new series, and it's called The Kickback. And we decided to invite the rest of the Soul Bros here today. So we have Charles and Serge back with us today.
Before we get into this video, we need y'all to do two things for us. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, and right after you hit the like button, make sure you're going to that subscribe button, subscribing to the Soul by Soul YouTube channel. That way you're staying up to date with everything that we're doing here on the YouTube channel.
So first things first, we got to see what's on feet today. So Serge, I'm throwing it over to you. What you got on, man?
Today I got on my Hyper Royal Jordan 13s on.
I got the Air Max 1 Evergreens on today.
I got the undefeated Nike Kobe Protro 5 What Ifs on my feet today.
And I have another Jordan 4 on my feet. It's the Fire Red 4. So today the topic is going to be the Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 that released on February 10th and just caused chaos and mayhem. We wanted to get into this and just break down what happened.
Here's a little backstory to it. So rumor has it that at the 1985 All-Star Game in Indianapolis, a group of veteran players conspired to freeze out a young rookie. They considered him a newcomer, too flashy, confident for his status in the league. That rookie was Michael Jordan. And exactly what happened that weekend in Indy still remains a mystery. There's some debate what really went down. But as the story goes, as you know, the rumor as it is that Michael Jordan was freezed out of his first All-Star game. He basically wasn't allowed to perform to the ability that he's known to performing. As a result, Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son, who owns and runs Trophy Room, decided that since he's doing this collaboration with Nike on the Air Jordan 1, had to do a freeze out version. So that's how freeze out, rumor has it, is put into the mix. Only 12,000 pairs allegedly were available for the public. And as it turns out, allegedly a lot of those pairs were backdoored. What happened, guys? What the hell happened with the rollout, the release, and everything around the Nike Trophy Room Air Jordan 1?
You can see there's a lot of demand for it, but you don't really know how it's going to feel on the day of release, right? So no matter what software you had running or whatever system they had in terms of to dish out who to give what sneaker to, it probably was unprecedented for them, and the system broke. You know, they broke the internet with this release, and they felt the struggles with that. What could have mediated some of that is what we've seen in the past is maybe Trophy Room could have done a release for their, for their own site and their own store, and then they could have collaborated with Nike to do a larger sneaker release on sneakers.
For me, I think the issue is it's a Jordan 1, right? So it might have been the first time they collaborated on a Jordan 1 colorway, and you went off the Chicago sneaker, and we'll talk about the sneaker itself in a little bit. But if you're reducing that to 12,000 pairs, and you're having this collaboration in kind of a setting where sneakers are just so the thing, right? And Jordan 1s at that are like the biggest deal ever. I just think it's just, why such low stock?
With 12,000, they should just kept it like a Florida exclusive, or they should have put a radius on whoever's close to the store, just made it even more have a criteria for it for the people who can cop it. But I don't know, it kind of, I mean, there's a whole other discussion about should I get UA pairs now, or should I get fake pairs now, and then they put the blue lace thing and to check if it's authentic or not. I feel I don't know, I feel the release was kind of botched, as everybody was saying, with all the backdooring and all that stuff. But at the same time, I feel I don't know, I don't really know why the reason for 12,000 pairs, but I know if I had a sneaker store, then I mean, my boys are getting pairs.
The issue that I have with everything that surrounded it was the rumor mill going around that these were being backdoored. So backdooring is nothing new in the sneaker world. It happens on every limited shoe. That happens. But when you have that rumor that this is only 12,000 pairs and you're seeing things backdoor, you're like, okay, this is getting cut more. I'm pissed, but I'm still going to try for it, right? And then come release day, when you're going to a site that you're thinking this is where you're going to submit your information to get the sneaker, to then being told like this website's not working, so come and email us, to then being told, oh, our inbox is full, we didn't get it. Like that to me is where I draw the line.
Whoever the intern is going over those emails right now, like I'm walking out.
Considering we came off of a lot of successful releases with the Union 4s, with the Nike Dunk collabs, like they all went off without a hitch. And you could say what you want to say. They made it as fair as they possibly could for someone who's a manual user to try and get that sneaker. And so you have your hands on the Air Jordan 1, the quintessential silhouette of all the silhouettes out there, and you botch release day.
How do y'all feel about the sneaker itself?
I mean, at first I didn't like it, but then, you know, getting more looks at it, I still don't like it. But you have to appreciate the detail involved.
They're just reaching right now, and they're like, oh, let's see what else we can make a story out of, and then make a shoe out of it. And like, I just feel like, I mean, I was listening to another podcast. They're like, yo, they're gonna, where they're gonna draw the line? Like, Jordan went to go buy groceries, and then you're gonna make a story out of that, and then like make a grocery Jordan 1. Like where's it gonna stop? And so I think I completely agree with that, and I feel like this was kind of a reach. I'm more of like a purist, so like I'm always gonna go for OG colorways over like a knockoff OG colorway in a sense. You know what I mean?
I will say I'm a story guy. I love it when there's a story attached to a sneaker. I think that to me puts it in another realm and adds another layer to it that provides something for my collection. I do think that the frozen effect did throw me off initially. I was just like, I don't know how to feel about this. But because it was attached to this, you know, rumor of a freeze out game that Michael Jordan was in his first All-Star game in '85, like when he was blowing up with Nike, I was like, ooh, I like this story. And because I like this story, I like this sneaker. There is this kind of like new wave of like, what can designers do? What can collaborators do on these OG pairs? Like, I know for me, one of my grail sneakers, believe it or not, are the Jordan 1 origin stories, the ones that they released when Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out. Like, I want those so bad. It's not a pure Jordan 1 Chicago. It's not a pure OG pair, but because of the story behind it and because of like what they're able to do with it, I do appreciate that.
I think some of the hype around it just kind of ruined it for me overall. You know what I mean? I think by the end of it, like I'm okay with not having these or not ever having these sneakers. But I still think like aesthetically, like they're cool. We found that it was interesting that the Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 and the neutral gray 1985 version of the Air Jordan 1 dropped on the same day, on that February 10th day. Did y'all see a comparison? Was there one over the other that you liked? Like, how you feel about the fact that they released on the same day?
Just don't think the neutral gray could just compete with that colorway. And it to me, come on, it's a Chicago color. It's a Chicago Bull colorway. There's nothing that will compete with that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't, unless it's another like colorway, red and black, red colorway.
But it was a whacker version of the Chicago 1 colorway.
Yeah, but
it was a different version. It was a different version.
To me, it was a whacker.
I feel you.
No contest. But go ahead, Serge. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know. It just doesn't compete. I think it could be, definitely sought after. People want it because it's AJ1. The colorway is a nice, sleek colorway. But if you're going to compare the two, it's the Trophy Room. It's definitely the Trophy Room. Regardless of how much we kind of just talked through about the Trophy Room and AJ1 and the freeze out, the detail, just to me, it's Michael Jordan's son. It's the Chicago Bull colorway. There's just so many things behind the Trophy Room that just makes that neutral gray just like feel like a general release.
Nah. I can care less who made the shoe and how much related he was to Michael Jordan. Like, Screw that. Like that has no effect
Biological
on me.
son.
Like, he didn't do anything. He's just his son. Like he got lucky and got born into that family. Like damn, like if I got born into that family, I don't know, I would have made a better trophy room shoe.
Sub.
But I feel like to me, there was no comparison. Like I didn't feel necessarily like there was a comparison. I feel there were so many more reasons for me to like the neutral gray more than the trophy rooms, just because I had a chance at it because they had more stock. It was a proper stock. And then 2, like I just feel like it was way more wearable. It went back to that 85 cut. And from what I heard from the 85, like that reverse bread colorway that came out last All-Star weekend or something like that, that like the cut is like higher, the leather is like a little stiffer.
I wish the neutral grays came out on another day. I really wish they did. Because it's an OG Air Jordan 1 hitting the market, and you're gonna make it hit the market on the same day as this very hyped AJ1 is going. Like, to me, that's a little disrespectful. Like, come on now. Like, it really should have been on a different day.
It don't matter, Frankie. You weren't gonna hit on the other one, so you weren't gonna waste. You weren't gonna waste $180 on the other one. It don't matter.
No, but it does matter. It does matter because, you know, I really like how Nike does their marketing. I like how they do the behind the design, and how they do all these things on the sneakers app to promote a sneaker being dropped. And I didn't feel that way with the neutral grays. I feel like they didn't let me feel that way. All this attention on social media, on, you know, blogs, was on the trophy rooms, and very little was on the neutral grays. And I think, to me, that's very disrespectful to sneaker purists, and that's very disrespectful to one of the OG pairs of the Air Jordan 1s.
I think that goes into why they were released at the same time. They knew trophy room was going to be a shot in the dark, and they were like, well, we're going to hit them with these neutral grays as like, okay, sorry if you didn't get the trophy ones, but you can here's a chance to get these ones.
They were going to sell out regardless. It didn't.
Yeah,
they could have done it. They could have done on Tuesday, on Sunday. It didn't matter. I just think I hear your point, Frankie, of that kind of dumbs down the hype for the neutral gray for anyone looking at that colorway as like, yo, that's like the colorway wise. Why aren't people like focused on that? But, you know, if anything, it probably upped your chances because, you know, everyone was focused on the neutral on the trophy room.
I know for sure 5-6 years ago, these neutral grays would have sat 100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's only a sign. It's more of a sign of the times than it is the shoe, I think.
Ooh,
absolutely.
I like that. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I agree.
And to kind of close out this part of the conversation, let's just, you know, all go around and say which one you're going with. Are you going with the trophy room Air Jordan 1, or are you going with the neutral grays? Serge, what you got?
Trophy room all the way.
Charles?
Neutral gray.
Frankie?
Gotta be trophy room for me.
And then I think I'm going with the trophy rooms here. All right. Sorry. This is our first installment of the Kickback. You know, definitely tune in to see more of these conversations. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. Feel free to comment in the comment section and let us know what you thought.